Well, this just happened. Stupid duck done flew in my dang truck and done killed herself. I'm literally driving on Blandon and this duck literally flew in and killed herself.
Yeah, so I know why y'all here. You see the shirt. I'm supporting why y'all here. I'm supporting it, okay? I'm laughing at myself. No, I didn't just buy this shirt. I had this shirt for a long time. So, yeah, the duck in my truck. So, yeah, this whole situation actually started while I was at work. Had a teacher, she came up to me when we was dismissing kids. She was like, Mr. Jones, would you like to have a cat? I was like, no, I don't do pets. I don't do animals. And she was like, it's a foster cat. I just got it. It's a foster cat. I was like, I'm good. I don't do pets. So that was sign number one. So as I'm driving home from work, it was a nice day outside. It just got done raining. So the weather was nice. It was cool outside. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ride my windows down. I normally don't do that. And I had them all the way down to the two front windows. So yeah, I'm on Blandon. And if you don't live in Jacksonville or you're not familiar with Orange Park, Blandon is a very busy street. And it's like bumper to bumper traffic every day, all day, nonstop. Yeah, as I'm driving, you know, minding my own business like I always do. Normal day, going home, about to go to the gym. So I'm driving, I'm going about 50 on Blandon. And next thing you know, I look to my right, and I saw a duck just take off. Like, nothing, just a regular old duck. Next thing you know, I'm still driving. I'm like, hold on now, why is this duck flying so low? So I looked at it one more time. I was like, yeah, he'll go over me. So I just started back driving again. Next thing you know, I'm freaking out. By that time, it took me like 1 second. It took me like a couple seconds to realize what just happened. So I'm looking like, and next thing you know, I started shaking, like legit shaking. And then I started swerving a little bit, cars behind me swerving, everybody swerving. I'm trying to find somewhere to pull over. I'm about to slam on my brakes. So if I would have slammed on my brakes, that would have been a crash. That would have been an accident right there. Like the duck was trying to get up. Like it kept trying to get up, but like the neck was like this or whatever. I was scared for my life. And I ain't gonna lie, right now, as I'm telling y'all this story, I'm kind of shaking right now. Cause I can like kind of feel the whole thing happening again right now. So I'm swerving, trying to pull over, and the duck trying to get up. And at that time, I'm like, God, if it's my time, I'm gonna come see you. But if I gotta jump out this car and go get a new vehicle, I'll do it. I jump out this truck on Blandon traffic because my body about halfway at the door. So after that last car pulled over behind me, like swerved and missed me, I pull over. I'm slamming on brakes, trying to pull over, trying to like stop so I can get this duck out. I ain't care for no parking lot. Like I said, this is Blandon, so the traffic it's a lot of traffic. So I'm like, where can I go? So I found the nearest shopping plaza. I ain't even parked the car. I just drove in there, parked it any kind of way I could, and I jumped out. I'm like, if this duck's still alive, let it get out. But apparently the duck was dead. So the next thing I did was I called the police. I ain't know what to do. I called the police. Yeah, I said it. I called. Now hold on now. Before y'all get on me about calling the police, now I panicked. I ain't know what to do. And think about this. I'm a black guy, and I'm throwing a duck out my truck. A dead duck at that. So somebody gonna call the police on me. Next thing you know, they looking for me. I got warrants out and everything. I'm doing 15 years. 15 years for a duck that I ain't killed. Well, I didn't kill it. So as I'm explaining to the police what happened, they laughing at me on the phone, like for real. They laughed at me, and I'm laughing too. But I'm like, dang, y'all really gonna laugh at me? So she asked me where was my location, and then she said she was gonna send somebody out, and nobody came out. So yeah, she said she was gonna send somebody out there, but she called me back 2 minutes later, and she said Animal Control told me to just dump the duck like in the nearest body of water and let nature take its course on the duck. I'm like, man, I am not about to touch this duck. Like, I don't, like I said, I don't do animals. I don't do exotic animals. I ain't touching no duck. So I'm riding through a neighborhood, like still driving like this, cause I ain't want the duck to get up. I ain't know if it was dead or not. So I'm driving through a neighborhood and I see this older white guy, whatever, and I'm like, okay, he gotta have a shovel. His garage was full. He was outside sitting on the porch. I'm like, he gotta have a shovel. So I gave him a quick rundown of the story, and like he started sitting up like this. I'm like, okay, he about to give me a shovel. This man gonna look me dead in my eye after I'm looking in his garage. I seen all kind of yard tools. He gonna say, sorry, sir, I ain't got no shovel. I can't help you. I'm like, look, I was like, I appreciate it. I mean, I understand, you know, somebody tell you that story, what just happened to them. Are you gonna believe it? So that's why I wouldn't even. So after that, I just drove down the street. I saw 3 guys fixing up on their car. So I'm like, okay, let me go let them know what's going on, see if they got a shovel. So I pulled over. I'm like, hey, y'all got a shovel I can borrow? It's a dead duck. And I'm giving them the whole, you know, scenario what just happened. And they look at me like, you for real? I'm like, yeah, the duck right here. Come look at it. Like, oh, damn, you do got a dead duck in your truck. I'm like, told you. So one of them ran and went and got a shovel. And then, like, he was scared to get it too. So I'm like, better you than me, because I'm not touching that duck. I don't care if it's a shovel. I ain't touching it. So he ended up getting it out. And next thing you know, they was like, well, what to do with it? I'm like, I don't know. Animal Control said, go put it by some water and let nature do its thing. And then, yeah, they just started taking pictures or whatever. So, yeah, I seen all the comments. Y'all was laughing at me, you know, all this and all that. Family laughing at me. Teachers laughing at me. Students laughing at me. I'm like, dang, everybody just gonna laugh. You know, it's funny. Like, have you ever seen something like that happen to anybody? Like, I ain't never seen that in a movie, no TV show. I ain't never hear about that, like, and it happened to me. But I'm actually glad it happened to me, because ain't no telling what the cars like around me would have did, like how they would have reacted. Like, we all probably could have got in an accident. Next thing you know, we all out of cars, whatever, or we, you know, yeah, it's just crazy. And also, it's a funny story for me to tell. And, you know, I don't mind making fun of myself. Moral of the story is, if you see a duck, roll your windows up, because ain't no telling what it's gonna do.